Working autonomo in Spain. Autonomo is roughly equivalent to self-employment in the UK. Many people moving to Spain want to carry on the trade or profession or business that they had in the UK, or to start something entirely different to fund their new life out in Spain. One of the first decisions they'll face is whether autonomo is right for them and their new business. An alternative is to set up a limited company. This can have tax advantages for high earners. If the business fails, then the assets of the owner are protected from creditors, much as they are with a limited company in the UK. SLs can look more credible to suppliers and customers, for example. And if there are several people involved with the business, an SL can be more practical. But most people do opt for the cheaper and easier autonomo option. As a footnote, you should be aware that an SL doesn't actually save on social security costs, as some people think, so it's not a good reason for setting up an SL. So, you've decided autonomo's the option to go down, your business is ready to go. What do you actually do? Well, there are 3 steps to get started. The first port of call is the Social Security Office, where you apply for a social security number, which you should get pretty much instantly. You'll need to take your passport and your NIE. You take the social security number along to the tax office and fill in a form or modello 36 or 37, which is the simplified version, which registers your new trade or business with the tax office, the Agencia Tributaria. Then you go back to the Social Security Office with your bank book this time, fill in another form to arrange to pay autonomo Social Security. In my experience, the offices that deal with autonomo registrations are quite helpful, but you might want to engage some professional advice at this stage, both to help you with the offices and the forms, but also with some technical aspects, such as the timing of when to go autonomo, when to sign up with Social Security, the tax implications, the category of autonomo to go into, and also Social Security offers some optional extras which you might need to take advice on. There's more information about our services in connection with autonomo on the website, and also a link to a full list of all those autonomo categories. So once you've signed up as autonomo, what are the implications, and in particular, what sort of bureaucracy and paperwork can you expect? The first thing is that all autonomos have to issue proper business invoices in a specified format and have to charge VAT. There's no VAT exemption for small businesses like there is in the UK. Every quarter there's some VAT reporting and business tax reporting that needs to be done. Similarly, there are annual reports, and the autonomo profits or losses should be included in the individual's tax return. You should keep all records, invoices paid and invoices received, and generally keep records of all transactions. Keep up Social Security payments every month to keep the autonomo valid. And finally, Spain has a system of advanced income tax payments retained from amounts invoiced by the autonomo. It's quite a complicated system, and you should seek advice on that or learn how that works. How much is it all going to cost? Well, it's fairly well known Social Security has a minimum €250 a month for autonomos, and can be higher. For various reasons that I've just said, you'll probably need an accounting assistant, such as Advoco, which our service starts at €49 a month, but there are a lot more expensive packages around. Income tax is payable on top, which sounds pretty fearsome, but with personal allowances and deducting expenses such as Social Security and accounting, unless it's a very successful business, the income tax burden can be kept down quite a lot. For more information, there is a Spanish tax rates page on the Advoco website. So is it worth going autonomo? Is it worth signing up and setting up a business? For most people, the answer to that question boils down to two things: whether the business is going to be profitable and whether they need the Social Security. The Social Security costs make autonomo quite an expensive option, so you have to have the profits to justify it. If that Social Security doesn't provide any benefit to you, then that makes it less attractive setting up autonomo. Spanish Social Security gives you pension and health rights, but if you already have access to those things, then it's less likely that autonomo is going to work for you. The alternative of running a business but not registering can be fraught with difficulty and risk, and many clients simply won't accept non-official invoices, for example. There are a couple of other situations where the autonomo system can work very well. For example, if you're an employer, as an alternative to setting up employment contracts for people who work for you, you can ask them to go autonomo, which might have benefits for you and for them. Another way the autonomo system can be quite useful is if you live in Spain but you work abroad, you can go autonomo and use that to invoice a foreign company, even one that you own, for example, in the UK. Also, if you have business interests abroad but want to employ people in Spain, you can ask them to go autonomo. Finally, thank you for watching the video, and I'll just direct you to the Advoco website. If you need more advice, you can email us from there. There's plenty of information that's relevant, and you can find out more about our accounting and advice packages.